Well, this is modern Tokyo, but then as you look round you'll see there the Imperial Palace, and this is where we're going to go and have a look for these 100 guards. It's sort of like the group of 4 guards that used to guard the castle. Around that way, around the other side, somewhere is where Hanzomon is, and like the Hanzo group and everything. Let's go inside. There's one of the gates. You can always tell a ninja geek because when he comes inside the inside of a castle, he checks the lock behind the gate to see which type of lock it is. And if you look, that's a shrimp lock from the Bansen-Shukai. Can you see? That is one of the ones from the Bansen-Shukai. If you look at the volume, you'll see that design. So that's what ninja geeks look for. To be honest, that's pretty impressive. I don't think you'd want to try and get through that. Another lock system. You can see the shrimp lock at the top there, the Ebby lock. I read this, guys, I didn't realise. It says from this gate, I'll let you have a look. From this gate, they used to pull the dead out of this way. So impure gate, apparently. Brilliant. That's the sort of places, like a shinobi should never go up the outside there. You should always go on the inside. That's the place you should go. And see them drainage systems, that's where they used to crawl through, that type of stuff. Just wanted to show you this bit. There you go, look at the cherry blossom over the Imperial Moat. It's really actually quite, it doesn't really do it justice on the camera. Here you go, classic ninjutsu. You got to cross a moat, so remember we've got to find out the distance between it. You always try and cross or go up the corners like he says in the Shoninki. That's what he's talking about. Utilise the corners is what he's talking about there. That bit. And then you've got to use your Kogai to get in to the top, and your Kaginawa right up to the top, and off you go. Show you just a comparison of those people to the height of that castle, the height of the foundation. It's impressive, isn't it? Understand just the general scale of this place is massive. We're here at the minute, and this is obviously the entire castle complex. And can you see here, Hyakunin? That's the, is it going to focus? That's the 100 people, basically, the gate of the 100 people over there. Bit of defensive knowledge. There's the secondary or the inner moat. You see there, you go up again in the inside. This sort of stuff, traditionally, or the proper practice is not to have these trees here. The trees would allow shinobi to get over and close. So the general practice in the Sengoku period was to cut it all back of any trees, especially here, and no hanging branches, no hanging bushes, nothing like that, so shinobi can't hide in. This is all Bansen-Shukai, of course. Back when England used to make fun things, and they used to actually make decent things, I quite like that. This is definitely somewhere a shinobi are coming from. Look at that. There's the bit Natori talked about there. There's another one there. It's shaded with trees. You can get right in the corner there. There's another corner there. At night in the medieval period, this would be impossible to see down. So this would be a classic shinobi infiltration place. The 100 guards, or do you remember like Edo Palace hired like 100 of Iga, 100 of Koga, and different numbers are bounded around, but generally they hired different amounts of Koga, Iga no Mono, and they had 100 on at a time in rotation. And I'm going to put the 4 groups of people up here now. Right, that's the 4 groups of people, and this building behind me is where they used to actually were located. So Koga would take their turn, Iga would take their turn, and they all used to live in the sort of like the general surrounding area. We've got maps of where they used to live, and this is the building, or whether, I don't know when this one was built, but this is generally the area of where all the Iga and Koga lads were. However, as time went on, we know that they no longer came from Iga and they no longer came from Koga, and it was name only really. So that's another long debate that we'll have to go into, but let's go have a look at it. Here we go at the gate of 100 people, and here it is, guys. That's I think this is probably a late Edo or Meiji thing. It doesn't actually say when this building was, but this is where the chaps would have hung out and done their special ninja thing. By that I mean they probably just sat and drank tea all day, like most guardsmen. But what I do know is in the new book, sorry for the plug, but In Search of the Ninja, I've actually pulled out a record from the 1700s who talks about the Iga Castle guards, and he says like they were bastards basically. They used to just ask for gifts all the time. They'd generally had the free reign of the place. So you know, obviously the book comes out in August, so it's all in there. But this is their little shack, home away from homes. So that's where they'd, you know, all chill out. It's pretty impressive. I think it's really impressive, to be honest. Everybody passes this. They all come to Tokyo with Ninja fans. They all pass these places. So what I don't realise, this is the real stuff. This is where the Iga lads were. Pretty rough lads, probably, actually. That's the 100 gate. As you come round, this is another little building. You can see it's like a choke point for anyone coming through. If you have a look here, we've got Doshin. That is where we talk about the Iga samurai dropping in status. Their status drops down a level by 16, just after the Sengoku period. Can you hear that racket? It's the Kendo lads in the Imperial Palace. They're all crying and shouting at each other. That's see if we can get a look. That's the dojo, I don't know if you can see. I can't see. So that's the Doshin gate, guys. That's the, you know, obviously it's quite a debatable argument where the Doshin rest, the below samurai, above peasants, 1 foot in samurai class. Obviously the Iga lads took on that, and then I actually have records of the Hattori people complaining about Hattori Hanzo and the fact that he was lower than them. They've all been put to Doshin and he's been put up to proper full-blown like samurai, so they all complain. All this idea of Hanzo in harmony. So that's it, guys. As I say, loads of this information is in the new book, to be honest, In Search of the Ninja. If you just want some general free information, off you go to the website. I hope you enjoyed that. My name's Anthony Cummins. Bye bye.